And as we had promised you earlier, National Assembly Speaker and presidential aspirant Justin Muturi is in Tharaka Nithi, where he is attending a church service. He is in the company of other leaders, including Professor Gitile Naituli. Let's go to our reporter Alan Uchanda, who is there as we speak right now. Good afternoon, Alan Uchanda. What do you have for us? The National Assembly Speaker is making inroads in there right now. What do we expect from him?
Well, Dennis, as you've put it, is that he's not in Tharaka Nithi, but Meru County, where he's attending a fundraiser for this church here called Living Waters, and it's actually just within the Meru town here. And so he's accompanied by several leaders here. Of course, he's scheduled to also attend several meetings, and so the meetings are also aimed at also galvanizing his support base, because remember that he's one of the individuals in the country who was just made it clear that he's interested in succeeding President Uhuru Kenyatta next year, and so he's running on the Democratic Party ticket. But remember, he's also been moving around alongside Martha Karua of NARC Kenya, and also Mohisa Kituya, and also the governor of Makueni, that is Professor Kivutha Kibwana, under the Mount Kenya Unity Forum umbrella. And also remember that some 2-3 weeks ago, they met in Karen with the One Kenya Alliance principles under the New Kenya Alliance. As a name of that sort, he'll actually be rectifying it for us here, putting the intrigues into perspective. So Professor Gitile Naituli actually holding the brief for Speaker Justin Muturi here. You're actually attending here fundraiser for this church, Living Waters, here in Meru. But of course, you're actually the team that is actually accompanying Speaker Muturi, and you've actually expressed your desire to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta, of course, the Speaker. Maybe from here, your activities in Mount Kenya here, what actually do we expect from you as the team accompanying the Speaker, Justin Muturi?
We on NJB Muturi's campaign, and because we believe in his agenda. Muturi is about integrity, is about accountability. And these are two ingredients which are required for progress for the nation. So we are accompanying him. We are today in this church, as you can see, is Mabati, they are building it. But the more important, we are here to tell the Kenyans to look for these two things in the candidates. Look for integrity, look for accountability. And then more important, to listen very carefully to the messages coming from the other candidates. Any candidate telling you that his agenda is to unite Kenya, that candidate is telling you nothing, because Kenya is united. We are together here as one country. Any candidate also telling you that he has a bottom-up approach to economy. Without that, the candidate telling you what they will do to get out of your back, the government can get out of your back, because you have a problem with an irrational tax system. That is a problem. We have a problem with the corruption. So we think JB Muturi has an agenda, because he is about integrity and accountability. And that is why we are in Meru. That is why we will go to every corner of this republic and sell JB Muturi's agenda. And then more importantly later, we may sell the agenda for National Alliance for Change. That we call it, when we bring all the like-minded people in one boat, as it were. I'm not going to say one bus, in one boat. So this is what we are doing in Meru.
Nice. Prof, one question for you. We've seen different political formations. Raila Odinga is rallying his mantra of actually social justice. He's actually been doing so over the years, and he's come about with an array of issues that he'll actually now pledging to address. We've also seen William Ruto, the DP, actually saying he'll now change the paradigm shift from trickle down to actually bottom up. We've also seen Musalia Mudavadi of ANC now saying that uchumi bora. What about you? Because we can see that you are also now broadening even your alliance here and giving it a new name. What actually riding on in your race to State House?
Ourselves is about voting for integrity and voting for accountability. These two things are missing. This is a very wealthy country. Kenya is a rich country. Our problem is corruption. And any candidate who is not telling us how we will deal with the corruption, we should not vote for that candidate, because that is our problem number one. So Muturi says that he is about integrity and accountability, meaning there will be no corruption under Muturi is in government. Remember, you can talk about the bottom-up economics, correct? But then you also tell us where you are going to get the money. If you bottom up and you are not telling us how you deal with independent power producers who are killing this country, if you do nothing about the Kems billionaires who you know that robbed us when we were sick, if you do nothing about the half house, those guys who stole from hospitals so that we have no beds when you go to hospitals, then we are not taking you serious. So you come with the bottom up, come with the trickle down, come with the other method, but tell us what you do about integrity and accountability, which is lacking in this country, which we desperately desire. We desire to live in a country that is ruled by law, in a country where everybody is accountable, in a country where you don't rob your own people, that you can practice good politics, in a country where you love Kenya instead of Kenya loving you. Because we have this idea that we love our Linda. But if the fellow doesn't love us, what are we supposed to do? You remember the old dictum, he says, find a woman who loves you and marry her. This is what, not the one you love, because the one you love, she can refuse. This is what we need to do with our Lindas. We need to find the Lindas who love Kenya, and we voted for those cylinders, and JB Muturi is one of those cylinders.
Nice. Thanks so much, Professor. We shall actually be catching up later on, of course, for the other live links. And so if you could just pan right behind me, that the speaker is already getting here. And so we are expecting, remember that if we could just maybe spare some 2 minutes, of course, if it really allows, so that we could also listen from the horse's mouth, because he's attending here several initiatives here. He's been planting trees here. He's been actually attending fundraisers here. But today is actually, yes, here is attending to fundraisers here. But yes, it's veiled as attending fundraisers and also tree planting initiatives here. Yes. So we are actually.
Thank you very much, Alan Ochanda. There is a political season and